Good afternoon, my grade 9 students. Good afternoon, my dear grade 9 students. So I'm here again with the good news. We have got wonderful result of our grade 12 students. So we got 2 district toppers, one in medical, another one is in commerce. So we are expecting the same result when you're going to be in grade 12. So my dear students, for grade 10 also we are expecting result. So we are even having a benchmark for you. So you all have to do wonderful efforts for your good results. So success is always achieved when we work together, teachers and students, and even your parents. When they work together, we always achieve our destiny. So that is the point. So I'm going to discuss today with a positive note, with our good results. So I'm just going to share the names of all the students who have done wonderful, miraculous work in their result. So I'm going to discuss that result. So listen to me very carefully. I've already shared on my status. So you're going to listen this one. Fine, my dear. So let's see. So what is in the result? I'm just going to tell you. Yes. So grade 12 students result that was announced yesterday, and our topper in commerce, the overall topper of our school is, she has scored 97.8% with 100 marks in economics. So she has scored wonderful subjects like score. Fine. Aditi commerce, she has got 97.8. She was also district topper, second district topper in grade 10 even. So she was always working hard to achieve success. So this is now 12th, grade 12. She has now achieved to be first topper in grade 12 commerce. So that was a wonderful result. So congratulations to this girl, Aditi Verma. Next is Paneet Kaur. She has got 97.4. So she has also done wonderful job, and she is also a topper in our school. Fine, second topper in our school. Now the third one is in science stream, and she's a independent topper of this medical. So she has scored 96.8%. Anjali Pungotra, fine. So she has scored 96.8%, and she is a district topper in science for all schools in Hoshiarpur district. So my dear students, now you people have to also work very, very hard, so that when you will be in grade 10 and grade 12, your names will be announced like we are announcing now for these students. So I hope my video, everything, I'm audible, all you are able to see me properly. Everything is visible to you today. Okay, so let me see. Next is Navneet Sani. She is also among commerce students. She has scored 96.2%. So it's again wonderful score. So my dear students, you need to also score these marks even better than these marks. So we are expecting better results from you guys. Fine. So next is Manpit Kaur Commerce. She has scored 96%. Now Kunal Sachdeva, he has scored 96% in commerce. So all students were brilliant and wonderful. They have done all their efforts continuously. So that is why they were able to achieve this result. Fine. So next is Manpreet Singh, science. So he has scored 96%. Next is Anurag Pangotra. He has got in science, he has got 95.2. Then Karanveer Singh, science student, he has got 95%. So we have overall 9 students who have scored 95% and above marks in CBSE grade 12 result. So my dear students, you also have to work hard. So all the teachers are same for you even. So the teachers who are teaching you, they are also among the PGTs. So all we are just doing efforts for you. We have done efforts for them also, but they have given us wonderful results with our efforts. So we are expecting the same thing from my dear students, from you even. Fine. So next is the percentage. I'm just telling you how many students above the different percentages. So 95% and above, we have got 9 students in Cambridge International School, Dasua. Then 90% and above, 38 students have scored above 90. So it's a big score, and even it is a dream score for us. We have got the target to achieve 25 students above 90, but we have achieved 38 students. So that's wonderful result. Fine. So whatever we are expecting, we are always getting more than that. So dil mange more. Next time we are again expecting more than this number. Fine. So 85% and above, 65 students have scored 85% and above. So that's wonderful. Now next is 80% and above. That is 98 students. So almost 100 students have scored above 80. So that's a wonderful score. That's wonderful number. If we talk about the result of our Cambridge International School, this हुआ. So we are like best school in Hoshiarpur. So we are expecting you to be also best in among all the schools, all the students in Hoshiarpur district. So now I will just announce the names of the students who have scored a wonderful score. So first one is Aditi. So if you want to see the pictures, even I have uploaded the status. You can check my status, and that you will be able to see the pictures of all these students. Fine. So Aditi, she has got commerce 97.8%. I have already told you. Then Praneet Kaur, she in commerce 97.4%. Then Anjali Pungotra, she has got medical, and in medical she has got 96.8%. Aditi and Anjali both are district topper. Anjali is district topper in science in whole Hoshiarpur district, and Aditi is commerce topper in the Hoshiarpur district. So that's wonderful. Like our students have brought miraculous result. Fine. So next is Navneet Sani. She is among commerce, and she has got 96.2%. It's a wonderful score. She is a silent worker, and she keep on doing work. She when she was in grade 10, she was feeling that her result was not up to mark. But now her result is up to mark. Fine. So we are happy with her result. Next is Manpreet Singh. So he is also a wonderful student. So non-medical, he has got 96% marks in that. Manpreet Kaur, she is commerce student, and she has got 96% marks. Next is Kunal Sachdeva, commerce student. He has got 96% marks. So he's a brilliant student. He is always doing efforts. He was a little bit confused also sometimes, but he was always keep on asking the questions, ma'am, what happened, how you were explaining this. So he was always asking. So my dear students, I always ask you to ask me doubts. So you are not asking, please, that is also the thing. Next is now next thing is Anurag Pungotra, medical. He has got 95.2. And Karanveer Singh, then non-medical, he has got 95%. Then Vikramjit Singh in commerce, 94.8%. So he has also scored 100 out of 100 in economics. So many students, Navneet also 100 out of 100. Aditi also 100 out of 100. Praneet also 100 out of 100. So economics, they have got 100 out of 100. So 100 में से 100 आगे इसके आगे बचता क्या है? So they have got great result. That's really nice. Next is Vikramjit, I told you 94.8% in commerce. Then is Gurpreet Singh in medical, 94.6%. He is a very good student. So he has scored wonderful result. Now, next is Manpreet Kaur, commerce, 94.4%. She is a silent worker. She keep on doing her work, and she was doing very well in that result. So she has got 94.4%. So it's a big score. Fine. So Nidhi Sonkla, non-medical, she has got 94% marks. Then Devanshu Sharma, I taught him this my student from grade 9. So he was my student and he has promised me every time, ma'am, I'm going to bring laurel for you and my family. So he has done it. So Devanshu Sharma, non-medical, he has got 93.8%. So wonderful result. So he is a very good student of mine. Next is Palakpreet Kaur, medical. She has got 93.6%. She is also a very shy and very quiet student, but she is a very good hard worker regarding studies. So next is Kunal Sharma. He's a naughty student, commerce student. So 93.6%. He has got wonderful score. Next is Charanjot. She's a brilliant student. In grade 10 also she has done wonderful result. And now in grade 12 also she has given wonderful result. 93.6% in medical. She is a wonderful student of mine. Next is Vasu Prabhakar. So non-medical, he has got 93.4%. So that's a like good score for Vasu. Fine. So he has scored very well. He is a naughty student, but he has done all his effort to score good in studies. Next is Harpreet Singh. He is a very, very naughty student of mine. So I taught him from grade 9. So he has scored 93.4 in commerce. That is the result. Next is Mitali Sharma. She's a wonderful student of mine. I taught her from grade 9. So she has scored 93.2% in commerce. She's a wonderful student of mine. Next is Mahakdeep Kaur. She is a silent worker. She's very quiet. She's very shy, but she work very, very hard. So her this hard work has paid off now with 93.2% in medical. Next is Baljab Singh. So Baljab Singh has non-medical student. So he's a non-medical student. He has scored 93.2%. His sister was also a topper, and he was also a topper. So this is like a wonderful result from their family. So that's really nice. So congratulations to them. Next is Ashpreet Kaur. She's a wonderful student. She's quiet. She's shy. She is always interested in her work. So that is the point. Now in medical, she has scored 93.2%. So wonderful score and miraculous result. Next is Simranpreet Singh. So he's a very naughty student of mine. So he has done wonderful score. Commerce, in commerce, 92.8% he has scored. So wonderful score. Congratulations to Simranpreet. So next is just Noor Saini. She is a silent worker. She is doing a work in a silent manner, and now her even hard work paid off with 92.8% marks in commerce. So wonderful result, my dear students. So Tajveer Kaur in medical 92%. So next is Radhika Narula. She has got medical 91.8%. So she is a wonderful student. She has also scored wonderful marks. Tajveer also, I taught her from grade 9. So that was also wonderful score. Next is Palak Commerce 91.8%. She was also a wonderful student and I taught them from grade 9. So they have brought all laurels to all the teachers who were teaching to them. Fine. So next is Bhavneet Kaur, medical 91.8%. So she has scored wonderful marks. She's a good student, disciplined one. Next is Ashdeep Kaur, commerce student, 91.6%. So she has scored a wonderful score, miraculous result for her. So she was doing wonder already in grade 10 also. Now she had done wonderful score in grade 12 even. Now Janav Arora, so he has got commerce, and in commerce he has got 91.4%. So overall, 91.4% is a very good score. So he's a very good student of mine. Next is Raminder Singh. Raminder Singh was very quiet and he has not scored very good marks in grade 10. But now in grade 12, he has brought laurel to his family and school. So that's wonderful. So Raminder Singh, 91.2%. So congratulations to him. Next is Bhavjeet Singh, commerce 90.8%. So that is a wonderful result for Bhavjeet. So he is also a very good student. Next is Winnerpreet Singh, commerce 90.6%. So that's wonderful result for Winnerpreet. Next is Harshpreet Singh, Commerce 90.6%. So Commerce students are already doing wonders. Even Science students are doing wonders, but Commerce students, hidden students who have scored wonderful result. Fine. Next is Lonia Verma. She was always confused, but now her result just made her very, very confident. And she was keep on doing work hard for wonderful results in the future even. So she is very happy with her results. So that was her achievement for this year. So next is Jasleen Kaur in medical 90.2%. So that's even again wonderful score for Jasleen. So she is also a very good student of mine. Next is Nikita, Commerce 90%. So she is also a wonderful student of mine. I taught her from grade 9. So she has scored wonderful result now. So my dear students, now we are also asking you to keep your target very, very high. सो जब टारगेट हाई होगा 100 में से 100 सोचोगे लेने का तो तभी आपके 90 अब आप आ जाएंगे. ठीक है. सो अपना टारगेट हमेशा हाई रखो. जितना हाई टारगेट रखोगे इतना होगा कि आप जिस लेवल पे अगर आपके मार्क्स भी आते हैं तो 95 से ऊपर ही आएंगे. सो मेहनत ज्यादा करो. जितनी कर सकते हो एफर्ट्स करो. वी आर विद यू. वी आर देयर टू गाइड यू. सो आप लोगों ने सिर्फ वर्क हार्ड करना है. Rest, our guidance is always with you. So, my dear students, that is wonderful. Fine. So, now let's start with today's class. So, just let me remind of what we have done yesterday. So, in yesterday's class, what we have done, I just want to ask you that. So, last topics I already remember, but I just want to ask you what we have done in the last class. So that was all wonderful. We have scored very good marks, very good result. We have got many toppers. We have got 2 district topper, that is in medical and in science. That's a wonderful result. Till date, what we received for Cambridge International School, this hua. So congratulations to my dear all present students. We are even positive for you. Fine. So you also need to work very hard with us. We will give you all the material. We will give you all the guidance. You just have to put all your efforts, and that also 100% efforts. Yes, we have covered yesterday's lesson, poverty line. So we have covered poverty line on the basis of income. Sorry. Sorry. So we have covered in your last lesson poverty income, poverty estimates. There were students who were telling me, ma'am, there is a problem. So I'm going to explain it again. Fine. So how we calculate the formula, we have talked about that. Then what are the factors? So what are the main factors that will be all there? Then we have discussed about NSSO. Anybody will tell me what is the full form of NSSO? I told you what is NSSO. The full form of NSSO. Just quickly send me the answer for that. NSSO. Quickly, just tell me. So COVID-19 जैसी भी situation है, we need not to let our efforts down. हमें पढ़ना है, हर situation में पढ़ना है. अगर पढ़ोगे तो then everything will be good. Yes. National Sample Survey Organization. So wonderful, you people have given me proper answer. So Rudar, Riva, then Vani, Kanish, everybody has given me right answer. Very good, my dear students. You are learning every day nicely with me. I always tell you, you are my little babies, and little babies are always energetic. They're giving a quick answer. That's really nice. Fine. So now let me just start with poverty estimates again. So we will just go through the table first. Then I will just read about your estimates in the paragraph which they have given in the book. Fine. So I just want to do a little bit today. So our next topic is also a little bit today. So I'll just finish with making this flowchart with you. So before I'm starting with this flowchart. Before that, I'm going to start your poverty estimates. So let's now discuss the table again. So I've discussed the table. So in that, so my dear students, I received the answer for this. Great. So let's see vulnerable groups. The proportion of, we have to start from estimates of poverty in India. So table 3.1 on page number 33. We're going to start with that. So you can see the table. We have got the data of 1993 year. We have year, then poverty ratio that is given in percentage, the number of poor in millions. They have mentioned that. So 1993 to 94. So they have just segregated for rural as well as urban. So for rural, the percentage poverty ratio is 50.1%, then 31.8% for urban, and total 44.3% population was poor in the year 1993 and 94. And when we talk about the number of poor in millions, so in the rural, 328.6 millions of people were poor in the rural area, and in urban 74.5 million people, they were poor in the urban area. So total is 403.7%. So that is the point. Next is 2004. Next year is 2004 and 5. So in that rural, 41.8% people, they were all poor in the rural area, and 25.7% people were poor in the urban area. So total number is among the percentage, 37.2% people in India in 2004 and 5, they were poor. Fine. So next is the number 326.3 millions in rural area. So urban 80.8%, millions in urban areas, they were poor. Then 407.1 millions of people in total from urban and rural area were poor in India. Fine. Next is 2011 and 12 data. In that they have mentioned, no dear, it's organization, National Sample Survey Organization. It's given in your book on page number 32. So you can check the last paragraph, which I finished yesterday. Fine, so let's continue with this. So the next data is 2011 and 12. So for rural, now the number has declined. So poverty ratio has declined. So it's 25.7% people in rural area, they were poor, and 13.7% people, they were poor. Then 21.9 overall from urban and rural population percentage, they were all poor. Now, next is 216.5 millions of people in rural area, they were poor, and in urban area 52.8 millions of people, they were poor, and the number has reduced. If you can see the people who are living below the poverty line, so it's 269.3. So we have done 2013 and 14 data. I told you 30 crore and 300 million people. No problem there. If the values are different, you just have to mention. Fine. When we are going to, when our school is going to open, I'll give you the uniform value for all these tables. Fine, don't worry. For the timing being, just use these. Now we are going to start with the paragraph which is given in the book. Fine. So we will be on page number 32. Just go through poverty estimates. So whatever I've discussed, that is given in the paragraph. You have to go through with this. So I'm just giving you 5 minutes for this. So you have 5 minutes. जब आप लोग पढ़ लोगे ये paragraph जो आपका 32 पेज पर है poverty estimates, just send me thumbs up then. Then keep yourself ready with the book and notebook. You have to make a flow chart with me. So this flow chart you will not find out on any of the website. This is created by me so that my students will learn well. So even not in the books, like previously there was a book that was exam idea. So grade 9 also, they preferred some of the things which I used to taught you. Okay? But all the things which I taught you in lessons, they are not teaching all the things like that. Fine. So that is what I'm doing. Quickly just do it and just tell me. Have you read this? Okay, you're done. Very quick. You people are really very quick. People are very, very energetic. मजा आ जाता है आपके साथ. Chalo, let's now continue with the things. So poverty estimates now, I'll just make you through with all these things. So let's see. So it is clear from the table 3.1 that there is substantial decline in poverty ratios in India from about 45% 1993 to 37.2% in 2004 and 5. Then proportion of poverty people below poverty line further came down to 21.9%. So in 2011 and 12, that was the data. So if the trend continues, people below poverty line may come down to less than 20%. So number is declining now. So it's a wonderful thing. Now the next thing is, सो अपकमिंग ईयर्स में और भी नंबर डाउन आ जाएगा. सो पुअर पॉपुलेशन बहुत ही कम रह जाएगी हमारी कंट्री में. ऑल दो द परसेंटेज ऑफ पीपल लिविंग अंडर पॉवर्टी डिक्लाइंड इन अर्लियर 2 decades. सो 2 decades में काफी कम होगी हमारी पॉपुलेशन. सो दैट इज द पॉइंट. नेक्स्ट दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट the number of poor declines of 407.1 to now 269.3. That was given in the data which I have discussed with you. So the 2.2 percentage points during 2004 to 2011 to 12. So this much population has declined. So that is all about we have discussed about poverty estimates. Now we're going to move forward towards vulnerable groups. So I hope now poverty estimate is clear to everyone. अब तो नहीं किसी को कोई भी problem. So yesterday I got a like doubt on this from my student, one of my students. So I'm not going to tell the name. I just want you to encourage you to ask me doubts. So now what do you have to do it? Just make a flow chart that is made on the board quickly. So hurry up, make this flow chart. Then we are going to do vulnerable groups. Quickly just make it. That's really wonderful. So when you're done, please send me thumbs up with the flow chart. Quickly make it. You have to make it with the scale and pencil with pen. So make it nicely, my dear students. We are not able to make it, just take a screenshot. Photo खींच लो इसकी. It would be better. So do it in free time, आपकी revision भी हो जाएगी साथ में. जिसका रह गया, who are slow, just click a photograph and do it later on in the evening. Okay. So let's now continue with the topic. So now just focus on your book on page number 33. On page number 33. So first, I am just going to make you revise with the word vulnerable. So vulnerable means the persons whom we think they are going to be poor in the upcoming years of their life. So here we are talking about all these people which I mentioned in the flow chart. Fine. So let me just continue with the things. Vulnerable groups. So there are two types of vulnerable groups. Book में simply आपको सिर्फ दिया है social groups, economic groups. So previously मैं भी क्या करती थी, बच्चों को एक ही बार इकट्ठा करवाती थी. अब मैंने इस बार क्या किया, आपके लिए अलग-अलग से बना दिया है. So it is wonderful when you're learning it in a proper way. It's nice when you're getting each and every point in the flow chart and creativity भी हो जाती है. हम लोग बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ पाते हैं उस चीज को. ठीक है? So आपके माइंड में भी वो चीज वैसी की वैसी पिक्चर रहती है. So now let's start with this. The proportion of people below poverty line is also not same for all social groups and economic categories in India. So सब में अगर देखें, कुछ economic category में, कुछ जो है social category में poor है. So जो हमारी ratio है people who are below poverty line, उसका नंबर we are not sure कितना ज्यादा है. ठीक है, सोशल वाले ज्यादा है कि इकोनॉमिक वाले ज्यादा है, vulnerable groups. ठीक है, सो वी आर नॉट श्योर विद द नंबर. दिस इज व्हाट आई एम जस्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट. सारी जगह जरूरी नहीं है इकोनॉमिक ग्रुप वाले पुअर होंगे. ठीक है, जो इसमें बिलोंग कर रहे हैं, सारी जगह ये भी नहीं हो सकता कि सोशल वाले पुअर होंगे. ठीक है, सो सोशल regarding this now, social groups which are most vulnerable to poverty are scheduled caste. Now the pronunciation for this is changed. It was earlier, it was scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. So SCs, STs, that is the short form I used here. Fine. So next thing is scheduled caste and scheduled tribe households. ठीक है, so इसकी जो pronunciation है, now it is changed. So we call the word scheduled. We call the word scheduled. We call the word scheduled. So scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. So that is the word now. Fine. So let's do it now. Next is, this was social groups. So I told you SCs and STs. So both are your social vulnerable groups. So these are the people who are poor. Fine, we suppose these people are going to be poor in the upcoming years of their life even. Fine. So next is, similarly, among the economic groups, the most vulnerable groups are the rural agricultural labor households. Rural means in the villages. Fine. So agriculture, who are working in the agriculture. Laborers, who are the labor and they are managing their household activities on the basis of this agricultural labor work in the rural area. So we call them as a part of your economic groups. So economically they are weak. So we always think they are going to be vulnerable to be poor in the upcoming years. Next is urban casual labor households. People who are living in the urban area, cities में रहते हैं. ठीक है, और वहां पे जाके वो क्या करते हैं, जो है काम कभी कभी अवेलेबल होता है, कभी कभी नहीं होता. हमने किया था ना कि शिवारमन का, आई रिमेम्बर, राम सरन का केस किया था. सो लाइक दैट दे आर नॉट एबल टू गेट वर्क एवरी डे. सो उनके लिए काम काफी कम हो जाता है, तो दे आर यूजिंग दिस. फाइन. सो ये भी हम लोग मान के चलते हैं कि ये भी जो है, दे आर लाइक vulnerable to be poor in the upcoming years of their life. So these things they have mentioned. Now the next thing they have mentioned in your book is the table. So see the table. They have just mentioned the percentage for this. They have mentioned the percentage for this. So see in the table 3.1. So first is the highest number of people who are in the vulnerable groups, that is scheduled tribes in rural India. Now they are talking about scheduled tribes in rural India. So STs in rural India 45.3. Maybe the data is again changed. So don't worry about that. I'll just tell you कि हमें कैसे ये चीज़ लिखनी है. Just थोड़ा सा हमें understand करना है और कुछ नहीं है. Percentage as such कोई नहीं पूछता है आपको. अगर पूछेगा तो I'll be there to answer all the things. Fine. So next is scheduled caste. So it is new pronunciation is scheduled caste in rural India. So 31.5% of people they are belonging to this vulnerable groups. Next is 21.9% average Indian poverty ratio. Now they are not belonging to any of the castes, but they are belonging to these average Indian poverty ratio. So लोग कोई caste वगैरह में नहीं है, but they are still poor. So even from the rich classes also they are poor. Fine. Now the next thing is agricultural laborers. So 39.8% they are agricultural laborers. So they are again poor. Next is casual laborers. So casual laborers 32.9%. They are again vulnerable, poor people in the vulnerable groups. So we are talking about these people. So social and economic groups, ये question पूछा जाता है. This question was asked for 3 marks even. Sometimes they're going to ask you this question for 5 marks even. So it is all your luck how much marks this question you will be getting for. Fine. So let's see the next thing. Now we will continue with this graph's explanation. So the following graph 3.1 shows the percentage of poor people in all these groups. Although the average of people below poverty line for all groups in India is 30. अगर एवरेज देखा जाए तो 30 तक के आसपास है. ठीक है. So अगर टोटल इसको ऐड करके देखा जाए तो it will be all there. Next is yes. So it is 30. So 48 out of 100 people belonging to the scheduled tribes in rural areas are not able to meet their basic needs. So STs who are belonging to this, so 48 out of that is a big number. Again, STs, they are not able to even get their basic needs. So what are the basic needs? Again, just tell me what are the basic needs? What are the basic needs? This I already told you. और आप लोगों को सबको आंसर पता है? Just give me answer. Yes, yes, yes. So it's right. Great. So Nupur has given me right answer. Riva has given me right answer. Rest all are sleeping. पट्टे पट्टे सो गए क्या? Yes, great. Pragati has given me answer. Paramveer, no. You are just no. You are not sure with the answer, Paramveer. Wrong. Make sure your answer should be right. So Karanveer's answer is right. Tanvi's answer is right. Not education. No, Tanvi, your answer is even not right. Kashish's answer is right. Mridul's answer is right. But not water. Water is not the answer of this. Pragati's answer is right. Karanveer. So they are vulnerable to poverty. Basic needs are food, shelter, clothing. So simply याद रखना है तो रोटी, कपड़ा, मकान. रोटी कपड़ा मकान, ठीक है। सो ऐसे याद रख सकते हो, इट्स इजी, फाइन। नो डियर, बेसिक इंडिकेटर्स थोड़ी पूछे मैंने आपको, क्यों कंफ्यूज हो रहे हैं आप लोग? आई जस्ट आस्क बेसिक नेसेसिटीज, बेसिक नीड्स। हर बंदे को जिंदा रहने के लिए कौन सी 3 चीजें चाहिए? रोटी कपड़ा मकान, फूड शेल्टर एंड क्लोथिंग, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट देखो प्लीज। Similarly, 47% of casual workers in urban areas are below poverty line. So casual workers, जो आपके मजदूर हैं, कोई भी काम मिल रहा है वो कर रहे हैं, और जॉब्स, सो लाइक दैट दे आर द कैजुअल वर्कर्स, ठीक है, अर्बन एरियाज में। सो 47% लोग जो है वो बिलो पॉवर्टी लाइन रह रहे हैं, मतलब उनको मिनिमम भी नहीं मिल रहा है। कैलोरीज में हमने किया था कितना चाहिए मिनिमम इन द अर्बन एरिया? So how much minimum calories are required in urban area? Let me just ask you. Quickly just give me answer for this. How many calories are required at minimum level in the urban areas? $2,100. That's really nice. Great. Vanchika has given me right answer. Pragati has given me right answer. Wonderful. Kashish, Riva, all are giving me right answer. Great. No, urban areas में 2,400 नहीं है. याद रखो, विलेजेस में ज्यादा फिजिकल वर्क होता है, दे नीड मोर कैलोरीज, सो 2,400 आएगा रूरल एरियाज में. भूल गए सर जी? So give me the right answers, not the wrong answer. चलो, जिसका अभी नहीं होता बेटे बाद में कर दिया करो, बट मुझे राइट आंसर चाहिए, रॉन्ग नहीं चाहिए, ठीक है। हाँ जी, नेक्स्ट इज ओके, नाउ लेट मी जस्ट मूव फर्दर. सो लैंडलेस, नेक्स्ट इज below poverty line, about 50% of landless agricultural workers and 43% of scheduled castes are also poor. So 50% in landless agricultural workers. So they are talking about now rural areas. So in rural areas and scheduled castes in rural areas, they are highest. So they are the vulnerable to be poor in the rural areas. So this is what they are talking about. फाइन. सो याद रखो, मैंने आपको ये चीजें समझाई थी, रूरल एरिया में ज्यादा कैलोरीज चाहिए, लोग ज्यादा फिजिकल वर्क करते हैं, ठीक है, वो ज्यादा खाते हैं एज कंपेयर टू सिटी पीपल और द पीपल हु आर लिविंग इन द टाउन्स. फाइन. नेक्स्ट थिंग, द डाउट, नाउ द डबल डिसएडवांटेज. किसको मिलता है डबल डिसएडवांटेज? ऑफ बीइंग अ लैंडलेस कैजुअल वेज लेबर household in the socially disadvantaged social groups of the. So double disadvantage किस group को मिलता है? This you have to. Today I am not going to give you questions. You have to make the questions out of the topics which we are doing. ठीक है? So let's see. So next thing is the double disadvantage of being a landless casual wage laborer household in the socially disadvantaged social groups of the people. Fine. So this is what I have to do it. Next is scheduled caste or the scheduled tribe population highlights the seriousness of this, we can say, problem. So ये सारे लोग जो है इनको डबल डिसएडवांटेज मिलता है. किस किस को? Landless casual laborers plus SCs and STs. These three are getting double disadvantaged. Now the next thing is some recent studies have shown that except the scheduled tribe households, all other 3 groups, scheduled castes, rural agricultural laborers, and the urban casual laborer households, have seen a decline in poverty in the 1990s. सिर्फ STs को छोड़ के बाकी तीनों में डिक्लाइन हमें मिला है. So इनमें डिक्लाइन नहीं मिला, इनकी पॉपुलेशन स्टिल काफी प्रोन टू पॉवर्टी है. So they are still living below the poverty line. So I guess this is clear to you. Now, last paragraph hai, this is very important one. This paragraph has got a question that can be asked for 3 marks. So that was already asked by CBSE. Fine. So now the question might be asked, occurring in your mind कि मैम हमेशा सीबीएसई की बात कर देते हैं, ऐसा क्यों? हमारी तो ग्रेड 9 के पेपर ही नहीं होने सीबीएसई के। बच्चे सीबीएसई पहले सीसीई पैटर्न फॉलो कर रही थी, वहां पे ये बच्चों के ग्रेड 9 में भी सीबीएसई की तरफ से पेपर आता था, तो दे वर आस्किंग द क्वेश्चंस। सो दैट इज व्हाई आई एम टेलिंग ऑलवेज कि सीबीएसई ने ये क्वेश्चन पूछा था, ठीक है? दिस इज द रीजन आई एम टेलिंग यू कि सीबीएसई क्वेश्चंस पूछती है, ठीक है? नेक्स्ट इज अपार्ट फ्रॉम दीज सोशल ग्रुप्स there is also inequality of incomes within a family. देखो, एक बंदा गरीब है और दूसरा, मतलब एक फैमिली में अगर बात करें हम लोग, ठीक है? आप लोगों ने क्वेश्चन बना के मुझे फॉरवर्ड करने हैं टिल इवनिंग, नहीं तो यू कैन जस्ट फॉरवर्ड मी टिल टुमारो इवनिंग, ठीक है? बट अगर आज कर दोगे दैट वुड बी बेटर. टुमारो वी हैव ग्रेड 10 रिजल्ट, सीबीएसई रिजल्ट. So that is announced by CBSE now. Fine. So I'll be busy in that. So अगर आज भेज दोगे तो it will be most good. Fine. Next, so inequalities are there. देखो, एक बंदा, अब आपको मैं एग्जांपल देती हूँ, इसके साथ समझना थोड़ा सा. In poor families all suffer. एक गरीब फैमिली में सारे सफर करते हैं. अब सबसे ज्यादा सफर कौन करेगा? Let's now understand this. So, but some suffer more than others. कुछ बहुत ज्यादा सफर करते हैं, ठीक है? Now who are they? Women. The thing is, women, then is elderly people, and female infants are systematically denied equal access to resources available to the family. So females जो है family की, वो सबसे ज्यादा सफर करती है, उनको आना नहीं जाना, कहीं नहीं जा सकते, ठीक है? So many, like we have got many restrictions. So because of this, these people are suffering more. So old people, उनके लिए भी सफरिंग ज्यादा हो जाती है एज कम्पेयर टू अदर्स, ठीक है? सो ये ज्यादा सफर करते हैं गरीबी में. अगर गरीब है तो सबसे ज्यादा इनके लिए प्रॉब्लम होगी. जो तो कमाएगा वो तो अपने लिए सोच लेगा हम ये करेंगे, ये तो उसके ऊपर डिपेंडेंट है ना. अगर इनको मिलेगा तब दे कैन गेट द एडवांटेज. सो दिस इज व्हाट दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट, ठीक है? सो हु आर सफरिंग मोर? देन all suffers in poor families, but who suffer more? That is the women, elderly people, and that is female infants. Female infant means छोटी babies, जो लड़कियां होती हैं छोटे. Girl child that is below 1 year of age. Infant होता है 1 year से कम एज का बच्चा, ठीक है? जिसकी एज अभी 1 year भी नहीं हुई, ठीक है? So next question can be asked. So who are poorest of the poor? So here, if they are asking what are the 3 categories of people who are among the poorest of the poor, so the answer is women, children, and children they have especially mentioned girl child, and the old people are the poorest of the poor. Now next is the story of Sivaraman. So here is the story of Sivaraman. So I just said it Sivaraman earlier, but that was the story of Ram Saran. Fine. So next is story of Sivaraman. So can we continue with this? If you don't have any doubt till what we have covered. अभी तक कोई डाउट तो नहीं है? अगर कोई डाउट है तो यू कैन आस्क मी लेटर ऑन. अभी तक कोई डाउट तो नहीं है माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स? ओके, टिल नाउ नो डाउट. सो हम लोग फिर ये स्टोरी कंटिन्यू कर रहे हैं, ठीक है? हो सकता है मैं आपके 2-3 मिनट नेक्स्ट क्लास में से ले लूं फिर. नो सॉरी, यू आर गोइंग टू हैव लंच टाइम, सो 2-3 मिनट में वहां से लूंगी आपके फिर. लेट मी जस्ट स्टार्ट विद दिस. सो दिस इज अ स्टोरी ऑफ Sivaraman. Sivaraman lives in a small village near Karur town in Tamil Nadu. So Tamil Nadu में एक छोटी सी जगह है, स्मॉल विलेज है, तो Sivaraman वहां पे रहता है, ठीक है? करूर टाउन में रहता है. ना करूर टाउन जो है, करूर टाउन जो है, ये जो टाउन है ये थोड़ा सा क्या है, फेमस है विलेज. अब किस चीज के लिए फेमस है? हैंडलूम एंड पावरलूम फैब्रिक्स. हैंडलूम एंड पावरलूम फैब्रिक्स. देखो बेटे, देखो जब भी बात आएगी, जो बंदा तो कमा के लेके आता है, हमारे घर में ज्यादा मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम क्या होता है, मेल्स आर वर्किंग, ठीक है? सो हम लोग यही मानते हैं कि ब्रेड अर्नर मेल्स होते हैं. अगर मेल ज्यादा वर्किंग है तो इन दैट केस व्हाट इज गोइंग टू हैपन, अगर फीमेल के मन में भी कोई इच्छा होगी ना तो उसकी इच्छा को वो क्या किया जाएगा, पोस्टपोन किया जाएगा। सो फीमेल्स, अगर हमें पता है ये गरीबी है तो जिस बंदे को ज्यादा रिक्वायरमेंट है, जो बंदा घर से बाहर रहेगा उसे ज्यादा चीजें चाहिए ना, तो हम लोग ये मान के चलते हैं कि उस बंदे को प्रेफरेंस दे के वो सफर नहीं करेगा, और जो घर पे रहता है वो बंदा ऑब्वियसली सफर करता है। सो फीमेल्स सफर करती हैं अगर वो वर्किंग नहीं है, इफ दे आर डिपेंडेंट। हमने किया था केस, आपको मैं बताऊं, वल्नरेबिलिटी वाला, वहां पे किया ना, विडोज जिसके हस्बैंड की डेथ हो जाती है, दैट इज अगेन द सेम रीजन। फीमेल्स के लिए हमेशा सफरिंग ज्यादा हो जाती है एज कम्पेयर टू मेल्स। फाइन। सो अगर वो पुअर फैमिली में मैरिड है, जो पुअर उसकी कैटेगरी है, सो इन दैट केस आई गेस प्रगति नाम, दिस इज क्लियर टू यू? ठीक है। सो नेक्स्ट नाउ कंटिन्यू विद दिस। सो वहां पे क्या है, कपड़ा बनता है, फैब्रिक बनता है, हैंडलूम खड्डियां होती हैं। ठीक है, जैसे हम लोग कहते हैं कपड़ा बुनने की मशीन। सो कुछ हाथ से बनाने वाली है, कुछ है आपकी जो पावर लूम, मतलब इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पे चलती हैं। सो दीज आर देयर। ठीक है, सो वो लगी हुई है। करूर विलेज इज फेमस फॉर दैट, कपड़ा बनता है, फैब्रिक बनते हैं। ठीक है। सो शिवरमन आर इज Sivaraman and Arundhatiyar. That is the category, that is the caste of cobbler. ठीक है, दैट इज कोबलर। मोची जो होते हैं ना, उनमें एक कैटेगरी है, उसके जो कास्ट है उसका नाम है अरियुनथतियार। दैट इज द नेम। इट्स डिफिकल्ट वन, आई ट्राइड मेनी टाइम्स एंड आई केम टू नो कि ऐसे बोलना है, प्रोनाउंसिएशन ऐसे है। सो इट इज अरियुनथतियार। ठीक है। सो नाउ by caste now worked as an agricultural labor for ₹50 पर डे। देखो वो कास्ट से कोबलर है, बट वर्क कौन सा कर रहा है, एग्रीकल्चर लेबर का, और एक दिन का काम करने पे उसको क्या मिल रहा है, ₹50 मिल रहा है एक दिन के काम पे। ठीक है, बट दैट्स ओनली फॉर 5 to 6 months। सो वो भी सीजनल वर्क है, एग्रीकल्चर वाला भी। सो वो क्या करता है, 5 to 6 months इन अ ईयर ये काम करता है। आफ्टर दैट at other times he does odd jobs, means एग्रीकल्चर वाली जॉब नहीं मिलेगी, जो भी उसको जॉब मिलेगी वो काम करेगा। ठीक है, ऑड जॉब्स करते हैं। ठीक है, इन द टाउन, वो जाता है टाउन में। अब इसी की वाइफ का नाम है शशिकला। ठीक है, शी ऑल्सो वर्क विद हिम। ठीक है, अब उसके लिए, बट शी कैन रियली फाइंड वर्क दीज डेज, उसके लिए काम बहुत कम मिलता है। ठीक है, अगर उसको काम मिल जाता है तो शी इज पेड हाफ एज कंपेयर टू मेल। ठीक है, अब शिवारमन को ज्यादा मिलता है, शशिकला को हाफ मिलता है। सो हाउ, नाउ ऑल्सो फीमेल्स आर सफरिंग एज कंपेयर टू मेल्स मोर। फाइन, दे आर पुअर, दे आर सफरिंग मोर। ठीक है, सो ये भी आपका पॉइंट यहाँ पे आ जाता है। सो शी इज गेटिंग ₹25 per day's work when she was working same with Sivaraman. Fine. There are 8 members in the family. अब इनकी फैमिली में कितने मेंबर्स हैं, 8। सो 8 members in the family. शिवरमन की एज जो है दैट इज 65 ईयर। सॉरी, शिवरमन की मदर है, शी इज अ विडो एंड हर एज इज 65 ईयर एंड शी इज इल। शी इज इल, वो अपने घर पे बीमार है। ठीक है, नीड्स टू बी हेल्प्ड विद हर डेली चोर्स। तो उसको घर का काम करने के लिए भी कोई इंसान चाहिए, घर का काम करवाने के लिए भी कोई ना कोई इंसान चाहिए। सो दैट इज द पॉइंट। ठीक है, अब है, ही हैज 25-year-old अनमैरिड सिस्टर एंड 4 children aged between 1 year to 16 years। अब देखो उसके घर में 8 मेंबर थे, एक थी उसकी मदर 65 years old। ठीक है, वो काम नहीं कर सकती, उसको हर किसी ना किसी की हेल्प चाहिए काम करने के लिए, घर का काम करने के लिए। उसके बाद उसकी एक 25 साल की सिस्टर है जो अनमैरिड है, उसकी भी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी शिवारामन के ऊपर है। फिर उसके खुद के 4 बच्चे हैं। ठीक है, उनकी एज है 16, 1 ईयर से लेके, छोटा वाला जो है उसकी एज है 1 ईयर, एंड जो बड़ा वाला है सबसे उसकी एज है 16 ईयर्स। सो 2 और बच्चे हैं जो 1 to 16 ईयर के एज ग्रुप में बिलोंग करते हैं। ठीक है, तो उनमें से 3 उसकी लड़कियां हैं और सबसे छोटा वाला उसका बेटा है। दैट मीन्स 1 ईयर वाला उसका बेटा है, एंड जो 1 year to 16 years है, दीज आर ऑल गर्ल्स। ठीक है, सो अब देखो नेक्स्ट, नन ऑफ द गर्ल्स गो टू स्कूल। इनमें से कोई भी कभी लड़की जो है स्कूल नहीं गई है। बाइंग बुक्स, बुक्स तो मतलब खरीदना उनके लिए बहुत दूर की बात है। दैट्स लाइक अ ट्रेजर फॉर देम, लग्जरी, खजाना है। ठीक है. So other things for school going girls is a luxury he cannot afford. So girls के लिए एक तरह से स्कूल जाना और वो चीजें जो खरीदनी है, that is like a luxury for them. Fine. So also he has to get them married at some point of time. So he does not want to spend on their education now. So आजकल पेरेंट्स कभी भी ऐसा नहीं सोचते हैं. ठीक है. इवन कि पेरेंट्स ये चाहते हैं कि लड़कियां पढ़ें और इवन अब्रॉड जाके स्टडी भी करें. सो दिस इज नाउ द ट्रेंड. सो बट शिवरामन के केस में वो बेचारा गरीब है, वो सोचता है लड़कियों को पढ़ाऊंगा तो इनकी शादी पे क्या दूंगा. सो ही वॉज नॉट रेडी टू इवन taught them in the school. ठीक है. So he is not just sending any of the girl to the school. Next is his mother has lost interest in life and is just waiting to die someday. So इसकी माँ जो है शिवरामन की, उसका इंटरेस्ट पूरा लाइफ में से खत्म हो चुका है. She is just waiting कि उसकी कब मौत हो जाए. ठीक है. So देखो poor people how they are feeling. His sister and elder daughter take care of the household. So उसकी बड़ी जो लड़की है 16 years वाली and उसकी जो 25 years की sister है, वो घर का पूरा ख्याल रखती हैं. ठीक है. So घर का सारा काम वही देखती हैं. शिवरामन plans to send his son to school when he comes of age. वो कहता है, शिवरामन के मन में एक इच्छा है, एक मतलब उसकी डिजायर है, विश है कि वो अपने बच्चे को जो बेटा है उसका 1 year का, उसको वो स्कूल भेजे जब उसकी एज स्कूल जाने की हो जाए. तो उसकी इच्छा है बेचारे की. ठीक है. सो हिज अनमैरिड सिस्टर डज नॉट गेट अलोंग विद हिज वाइफ. अब उसकी वाइफ की और उसकी जो सिस्टर है उसकी बिल्कुल नहीं बनती. तो दोनों आपस में लड़ती झगड़ती होंगी ऑब्वियसली. यहाँ पे भाभी और ननद की नहीं बन रही है. ठीक है. सो मोस्ट ऑफ द केसेस जनरल कंसेप्ट भी है. समटाइम पीपल दे आर टेलिंग कि ननद और भाभी की नहीं बनती है. ठीक है. सो शशिकला फाइंड्स हर अ बर्डन बट शिवरामन कांट फाइंड अ सूटेबल ग्रूम ड्यू टू लैक ऑफ मनी. अब शशिकला को लगता है कि जो उसकी ननद है वो उनके ऊपर टोटली बोझ है. ठीक है. बर्डन है. ठीक है. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट वो चाहती है कि इसकी जल्दी जल्दी शादी और उसको निकाल दे, घर से भेज दे. ठीक है. बट शिवरामन उसके लिए एक सूटेबल ग्रूम ढूंढ रहा है, मतलब दूल्हा ढूंढ रहा है, वो उसको मिल नहीं रहा. सो दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम. ठीक है. क्योंकि वो उसके पास ऑलरेडी पैसा नहीं है शिवरामन के पास. ठीक है. बहन की शादी के लिए. सो ऑल्दो द फैमिली हैज डिफिकल्टी इन अरेंजिंग 2 meals a day. सो 2 वक्त का खाना भी उनके पास अच्छे से नहीं मिलता है. ठीक है. शिवरामन मैनेज टू बाय मिल्क वंस इन अ वाइल बट ओनली फॉर हिज सन. सो अपने बेटे के लिए, उसका बेटा उसे बहुत प्यारा है तो उसके लिए वो एक वक्त का जो दूध है उसको जरूर प्रोवाइड करता है. सो दैट इज ऑल फॉर टुडे. सो कुछ क्वेश्चंस है, लेट्स डिस्कस में. ये भी आप लोगों ने सॉल्व करने हैं. ठीक है. सो दिस इज रिलेटेड टू द स्टोरी एंड ऑल द टॉपिक्स व्हिच वी हैव कवर्ड. फाइन. सो दैट इज योर होमवर्क फॉर टुडे. सो क्वेश्चंस बना लेना, मुझे भेजने आप लोगों ने क्वेश्चंस, फोटो क्लिक करके मुझे सेंड कर देना. ठीक है. So that's all for today. So stay happy, stay healthy. I have taken already 2 minutes from your meal time. So thank you so much. God bless you. Enjoy learning with us and even take care of your family. Fine. And you have to work very, very hard. Next time आप लोग भी grade 10 में हो गए, आपने भी grade 10 का बहुत अच्छा वाला रिजल्ट लेके आना है. ठीक है. So do well and learn with us every day. So we will guide you how we have to learn together to be a topper. So fine. So bye for now. So God bless you all. Take care of your family and yourself and stay healthy, stay happy and enjoy learning with Cambridge International School. That's all. Thank you so much, my dear students, grade 9 students.